Okay, who here hasn't been to space? Why? You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
Again, I was not going to talk Zoe Saldaña. I wasn't. But I felt obligated to talk about Zoe Saldaña. I felt, I guess my obligation for talking about Zoe Saldaña came, I want to make sure I'm wording this all right. You guys know, drama and beef is never something I want to start or have on this channel. I'm not trying to beef with another channel. That's not even an interest of mine or anything like that. But I have not watched John, I haven't watched John the past couple of days, not because I'm upset or anything like that. Like, as you guys know, I've said many times, John, to me, in my opinion, is the blueprint when it comes to having a YouTube show like the one he has. John might spew some shit out of his mouth from, time to time, but you can't deny that he runs a tight ship. You can't deny that he has a very tight, put together daily show. Regardless of what it is you may personally feel about him. And trust me, I do have my personal feelings towards John as well. Although, like I said, he is one of my favorite YouTubers. But as far as like some of the things he says, I can agree with John. But a lot of the time, I'm more disagreeing with John. But again, that does not make or break me as a viewer or fan of John's. But I will say this. I wasn't talking Zoe Saldaña today until I did tune in to the one topic that John talked about today, and it was Zoe Saldaña. This wasn't intentional. I wasn't intentionally just tuning into that topic, but it was that topic that I tuned into, and when I tuned into that topic, they were discussing her achievements and things like that. Well, while discussing her achievements, John decided to take a hit at... I'm sorry, give me one more moment here. Hey, let me say some shit again. Move. Capone, move. Sorry. I let them in here because they typically just lay down, but Capone is being a curious little shit. Okay, so, when I tuned in to what they were talking about today, they were talking about Zoe Saldaña, and John decided, instead of just praising Zoe Saldaña for her achievements and her accomplishments, he took it upon himself to kind of throw shade in a way. That's the way I took it that he was saying, because John will do this sometimes where he will not give credit when it's just due. Credit, as you guys always hear me say, I will always, even if I dislike you, I will give credit where credit is due. And to me, when John made the statement, yeah, but she didn't really star in these, that's not the fucking point of it. The point of it, and this was the one time that I actually did send in a chat. I didn't send in a super chat, but I put something in the chat, and I did say, you can play all the mental gymnastics that you want to play with it, but at the end of the day, Zoe Saldaña, Black Zoe Saldaña, the brilliant actress that she is, and I'm not just talking about her in Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not just talking about what she does in Avatar. I'm talking about her in Rosemary Baby. I'm talking about her in Vantage Point. What she does in Columbiana. What she does in The Losers. What she did in Star Trek. Zoe Saldaña is a complete star, no matter how you want to spin it, look at it, do the mental gymnastics or whatever. So I thought, instead of throwing the shade and saying, yeah, but she wasn't a star in this, or yeah, she wasn't a star in that, or yeah, give sis her flowers. Give credit where credit is due. She's achieved something that no other actress and no other actor or actress has achieved, and that is starring in 4 different films that have grossed over $2 billion in the box office. No other actor or actress can put that on their resume. Zoe Saldaña can. So I thought for John to come out and just completely the way that the approach he took with it, I thought was the wrong approach. I thought it should have just been one of those moments where you're just giving Zoe her flowers. He might have had his own opinion or thought something differently about it, but He should have just given Zoe her flowers and moved on with his next topic. I thought doing the whole, nitpicking on whether she starred in or whether or not, I thought that was wrong. He talked about Infinity War. He talked about how she really is not a star in Infinity War. Well, I'll put it this way. I would say she is one of the stars in Infinity War, because without her character, without what she did, now granted, you could have got somebody else to play Gamora, but she is Gamora. Without Gamora's role on Von with Thanos, he doesn't get the Soul Stone. In order for him to even get that, he had to sacrifice something he loved, and that was Zoe Saldaña's Gamora. And without her playing that part, without her coming in and jerking tears the way she jerked tears, got the emotion out of people the way she got the emotion out of people. And not just that, her role in Guardians of the Galaxy as Gamora, the things she did in Guardians 1, the things she did in Guardians 2, we're yet to see the brilliance that she's going to bring in Guardians 3. Again, I mentioned Star Trek, I mentioned Columbiana, I mentioned some of the others that she's brilliantly starred in, and again, and the most of all, Avatar, what she did in Avatar. So, I just think that, I just thought that John kind of shitting on her moment was tasteless, in my opinion. I thought, give her her flowers and move on. But I will read here what the Los Angeles Times are having to say about her brilliant and wonderful achievement, again, that no other actor or actress can put on their resume. And it says, all hail the queen of the film franchise, Zoe Saldaña, who just made box office history as the first actor to star in 4 movies that grossed more than $2 billion worldwide. This past weekend, Disney and 20th Century Studios' Avatar: Way of Water entered the $2 billion club, becoming Saldaña's 4th film to do so. According to measurements from Cosmoscore, Saldaña's 4 highest grossing movies are 2009's Avatar, 2019's Avengers Endgame, 2018's Avengers Infinity War, and 2022 Avatar's The Way of Water. Over the years, Saldaña has established herself as one of the world's most prolific modern movie stars, appearing in blockbuster film franchises including Avatar, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes, I forget she's in Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes, and Star Trek. In the Avatar movies, Saldaña portrays a fierce Na'vi warrior native to Pandora. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she plays Gamora, a no-nonsense member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is Saldaña speaking. She said, "This is a major accomplishment and an example of perfect career trajectory." I'm sorry, this is not her. This is someone else. Trajectory reflecting the solid role choices made by Saldaña and her team, said Paul, senior media analyst of Cosmoscore. And then he goes on to say, if you consider how many people around the world have seen the actor on screen, it truly is mind-boggling, given the near 10 million earned by the films collectively and the footprint of impressions this represents. Again, I like the short, sweet, simple, to the point. Give her flowers. That's it. Short, sweet, and simple. And again, I like that. Just give Zoe her flowers and let her move on. I think this is clap for Zoe, because this is a great accomplishment. This is a great accomplishment for her, not just as an actress, but as a black woman actress that making her way throughout a white-led industry. And I really love the fact that, again, she is a star. Zoe Saldaña is a star. One of the things when I watched the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer, you can go back and watch the reaction that we did. I mentioned Zoe a lot in the reaction for the trailer, because I think that she is a great actress. I think that she does bring gravitas, or whatever you want to say, to whatever film she's a part of. So I just thought, again, I wasn't going to talk about it, but I thought, let me go ahead and talk about her. Let me give her her flowers. Let me give her her credit. Let me go ahead and recognize such a brilliant achievement that, again, no other actor nor actress can put on their resume. So, again, let me know what you guys are thinking about Zoe Saldaña's achievement as being the first actress or actor to step into the this achievement of having 4 films cross the $2 billion mark, and her starring in all 4 of them. So let me know what you guys are thinking about what's going on with Zoe and her achievements down below.